What's good, everybody? You guys, thanks for joining us today. We are going to be talking to you guys about this new and crazy shelter in place, or in Wisconsin, I think it's called Safer at Home.
Safer at Home. Yeah.
They got all kind of names for this, you guys, but we are here to talk about the COVID-19 and the rules behind it to keep yourself safe. This is Dr. Bagley. He is going to be helping us with this situation. He is a psychiatrist, and he's going to help us with the mental side of the effects of something like this.
Sure.
Also, you guys, we got some Wingstop. Check us out. We got some buffalo wings, Parmesan garlic, because we hungry. We got some Cajun fries with the cheese.
Starving.
So we are starving, and we are going to be eating and just talking to you guys. And of course, if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to leave the comments in the comment section. We will be watching out and looking out for the comments.
Yep.
We are drinking Corona Premier. This is a low cap beer, low calorie beer. So this is also 90 calories. So we're gonna keep it low calories today while we do this.
Especially while you're at home. You need to keep it low cal.
Yes. You guys, keep it low cal. You're going to be at home for a minute. So everybody, let's try to stay in shape while we can.
Yeah.
But my name is Hamin Phillips, you guys, and you're watching Raw Topic.
Yes.
So let's dive into this thing.
Yeah, man.
And the food, too.
And food, too. Go ahead.
So this COVID-19 has been hitting us crazy.
Okay.
And when this thing hit the scene, we didn't really know what to do with it.
Correct.
But now, who is it? The mayor, the governor of Wisconsin, the governor, he's telling us to stay at home.
Well, he don't know anything either. Not to say nothing against that. I'm just saying medically he doesn't know anything.
So, yes, but he thinks it's safer for us to stay home. A lot of jobs have closed down, too.
Correct.
So
non-essential ones.
Right. So now what? Just essential workers can go to work? Is that why the highways are so bald right now?
Which I'm loving it. Because as a doctor, I can travel. But pretty much what the governor basically did in a psychology position is put everyone in jail. If you think about it,
we are definitely we're like on lockdown. We're on lockdown just like the guys in jail.
Right. I'm not double dipping his. This is mine. Just so you know. It's gonna be somebody gonna say something.
There will be no double dipping. So yeah, it's like only essential workers can go to work. How is this going to affect us mentally? Staying at home with our kids, especially with the bad kids running around.
Wow.
Now you got to deal with them.
You got to deal with them.
Hey, is this mine or yours?
That's all yours. These two are mine.
This is mine?
Okay. These two are mine.
So how is that going to affect people mentally now that they're home so much? When some people are laid off work, they don't know.
A lot of people are laid off.
Yeah, unemployment was up like, 35,000 new claims?
Yeah.
What does this mean for people, and how can people cope with this?
Well, depending on, let's take it one step back. Mentally, how are they going to deal with this? Well, in context, the reason I say jail is because it's equivalent to you going into solitude. Right? So you're in a box with the door you cannot go out of, and so you're just sitting there. And a lot of people are really they're going to go from a low self-esteem to a depression state, and that's going to drive them up the wall. And then you have kids doing the same thing. They're very active, but they're in a box too. And you can only tell them to go into the room for so long before they want to bust out of it. So in context, the state of mind of how people are is equivalent to putting them in solitude in jail. If you don't believe me, look at what's going on overseas and see how they just had enough and they all came out in the streets and started revolting.
Yeah, like
now the reason they did that is because your brain of being still in that box can only handle so much before you crack, or what we layman's term call crack, or break. before you have to forcefully do something, and this is overseas is the equivalent of what the community or the social network did for them staying at home for over a period of time.
So yeah, it drove people kind of crazy, like overseas.
It does.
China has really got it under control right now.
And
that's because they are what the heck do you call that? The country. What did you call it when you're under rule? What is that?
Communist.
Communist.
Well,
so
but see, China is a little different. China is different in context because they tried and I don't even want to call it experimental. It's an old drug that is not mainstream because it's the drug to the body system. You can't control it, and it's very dangerous if the doctor doesn't prescribe it in a certain position of the body weight in milligrams.
Okay.
But it's a very effective, and it's an old drug that they got back because from SARS and Merck, they've actually used it during that process, and they did it with this process because it's actually the same virus, just different twist to it.
Okay.
And so now China sent all their doctors and nurses home.
Really?
Yeah, they just sent them home because they got it under control.
So I'm hearing right now that the U.S. is one of the worst countries with the coronavirus.
Well, the reason the U.S. is
we're
the worst
hit hard right
is
now.
because we're living off the FDA rules and guidelines. FDA doesn't want to allow. In fact, let me backtrack that. They've actually made an exception to the rule to this drug. But FDA, we're on the FDA guidelines, and the doctors only have a certain guideline to treat their patients.
Right.
So the doctors are trained to treat symptoms, not the actual product or the problem of the virus itself or any.
So what you talking about doctors in the U.S.? What are we talking about?
All right. So when I say China's got rid of the virus or controlled the virus, we're also talking about other doctors like Dr. Oz, for example. He did a show talking about his research through the different doctors and patients and listening to them. And he came on the news and tried to get the word out. And even on my page, I try to spread the word through Messenger and all of these others about this drug that helps with the virus itself.
And this drug is
now it's an old drug.
But it's been like curing people, basically, right?
Right, it is. It's curing people. No, by the way, where's this food from?
Wingstop, you guys.
This is
what do you
awesome.
think about this?
Dude, this is awesome, man.
Have you ever had Wingstop before?
No.
Really?
Dude, no.
Are you using the cheese and the French fries?
Yes, that's awesome.
Wingstop is pretty good when it comes to the wings.
So what it is it's a malaria drug that you use that if you went to your doctor and said, hey, I'm going to Cuba, for example, and I'm scared of getting the mosquito bite and get malaria, they would give you this drug. Okay, this drug is a antiviral drug that works on numerous viruses, and this new virus is one of them that actually works on it.
So there might be a cure.
No,
in a
there
sense.
ain't no might. There is a cure.
Well, first of all,
But so I say that all that just to simply say that we're at home in one part because we have to stop the spreading of the virus because it's so you can spread it so fast. Meaning every one person that gets the virus in their system, they can give it to 3 people, and those 3 people can give it to 3 people, and so on and so forth. That's how it got so fast.
so this virus is very easy to get to. And
Very easy. Goodness.
so do you think domestic violence and then child abuse and things like that will go up at a time like this?
It's already up.
When kids are at home so much, people are frustrated over their job situation.
Well, it's not just necessarily the job situation. It's their finances that's really problematic. It's the bills that's coming up very shortly that's problematic. Do I spend my extra money that I do have to pay the bills and not have enough just in case we don't get free next month, right? It's the going out of supplies because businesses are shutting down. So do we even have enough supplies and resources?
How's toilet paper doing over in the Milwaukee area?
Dude.
'Cause we cannot find toilet paper to save our life.
I did a show on my page about the psychology of why people are buying toilet paper. But it's one of those theories is when you panic, right? When you panic, then you can that's a clear sign of how the social network is breaking down.
Yeah, I mean, we have lost our marbles. Why are we going out buying all that damn toilet paper instead of buying fruit,
right.
water, things that we actually need?
Because they're panicking, because they're in a box, and because there's no social connection, so they feel disconnected, and kids are driving them up the wall. The bills, worries, their mates are worried. Like if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, your boyfriend, girlfriend lives on the other side of town, you can't go see them, and you're not sure if they're talking or calling or messaging somebody else, right? It's all of those stresses. And their state of mind is all of those stresses equivalent, like I said, if you was to go to jail and put yourself in solitude. Right?
Yeah, it's like the same feeling.
It's the same psychology.
So we ain't done nothing wrong, but yet
no, there's
we
nothing.
Still in lockdown.
We are, and that's what I'm saying. So, and I understand the theory behind it. We want to protect our elderly and our sick and youth. You know, we want to protect them. But at the same time, for us like us who are healthy, even if we get the virus, there's 9 out of 10 times we're going to be all right, right?
Right.
Our bodies are designed to make the antibodies. And even in that context, I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, so the city's locked down, and the city actually is getting in an uproar, and they're about to bust at the seams.
Yep. And you guys, check out these wings. You guys, we are at home locked down. So everybody's eating. Am I not right? Is everybody not eating more than ever? What else is there to do right now?
Because look, what else is there to do?
Get some Wingstop tonight, you guys.
If your mate can get pregnant, they're already pregnant.
Already. We're going to have Corona babies run around. Yeah, they're going to take over the baby boomers. The baby boomers are done with. We got Corona babies.
We got Corona babies right now.
There ain't nothing else to do but make babies and eat. So, like,
yeah.
With this being said,
so let's talk about the danger of staying at home and why it's still spreading. Why you still hear that the numbers are rising, even though we've been locked down for a week or two now.
Yeah, it seems like a lifetime, but
yeah, it does. And they want us until next month, right? So why is it still spreading? This is the reason why it's still spreading. One of your family members is test positive, but they're healthy. So you put them in home and you put them in a room and lock the room. Okay. But here's the problem. Your ventilation system is the issue. If there's an intake, it's going to circulate around the whole house to those who are not sick. And then in 14 days, everybody's going to be sick.
So you're saying like this virus can go through the venting system?
Oh, absolutely. So
ventilation and carry through it and infect people through the system?
And this is the reason why they, like NFL, this is why they shut the NFL, not NFL, NBA down and the stadiums down. It wasn't because I'm sneezing, I'm going to affect 5 or 6 people around me. It's because when I sneeze, the ventilation is going to pick it up and travel. Now, think of it in this context. You get your house is dry, and you get a bucket or your humidifier, and you set your humidifier off. Wait a couple of hours, and your house will be a little moister, right? It has a little moistness to it.
Right.
The reason it is because the water molecules evaporate, and when it evaporates, it can go through your ventilation system. That evaporation molecules is where the virus sits in.
Okay.
All right. That virus that sits in the molecules of the moisture in the air can last up to an hour.
Okay. I'm just showing people my food.
Yeah. So this is why it's very dangerous in one hand because one person getting sick, the whole family is just getting sick, and this is why we've all been locked down and you still see the numbers climbing. Okay, in saying that, it's just a matter of time before everyone goes through that whole process and gets sick or not sick. Okay, fine. Then we got to deal with the lockdown. I've been telling people on my page, get out. The state parks are open and they're free
for exercise, right?
Right, just not even just for exercise. Just get out the dang house.
Yeah, you definitely should be getting out the house.
Get out the house. Get out the job. Even if you go to work, even if you're working at home, I worked at home.
Especially if you're working at home.
I know what you're going through.
You're working out the house.
Right. You're in your pajamas. You didn't even put makeup. You barely shower, and you definitely don't brush your teeth.
Nope. People get up in their pajamas, work.
Dude, I do.
How many days do you think people go without even taking a shower and getting...
When I worked at home, like 2 or 3 days. And the only reason I did that because somebody came into the house and it's like, dude, your house smells. This is when I was a lot younger.
I mean...
But my point is, they need to disconnect, because if you get into that cycle, you're going to get locked down, and what's going to happen is when you break that cycle, and it's going to be an immediate break. When you break that cycle and you start going to work, you're going to be even more stressed, contrary to belief, because now you're in a system, in a routine where you're free. You can just get up and stay up and go to work and then go back to bed, go outside and do whatever you want to do. And then now you're going to go back to work and you're going to be a 9 to 5 type thing. That's going to seem like kind of hard to adjust, and it's going to be overnight.
Right.
So in one hand, it's good that you're working, but in the other hand, guys, get on a 9 to 5 job at your house, get ready, go to work, then get off of work, and then go outside to a park, walk, go visit some friends.
Mm-hmm.
The rule is, don't walk outside openly in a group. The rule is 6 feet, but if you're in a group, no more than 10.
Right.
So you can get with your friends and then limit it to like 5 or 6, and then just go and hang out.
And not only that, but if your friends get to coughing and sneezing, just run from them.
Run from them.
Run
and then
tell them to text you when they get home.
Right. Just kick them out.
Right. You can't chance it.
But if you're healthy, meaning if you're healthy, and here's the problem though with Milwaukee people. And when I say people, I'm talking about the whole north, south, east, west of Milwaukee. 80% of them are not healthy. They're eating bad food, like fried chicken,
like we is right now. They're eating bad food like we are.
Yep. And when they get the virus, their body, their immune system is not ready to hit. Now, to your audience, I really want you to realize, and this is another fear. What if I get it? Am I going to die? Well, no, 99% of people who have died is because they already have pre-existing issues. Okay.
Now, for the most part, right? I mean,
no.
Unless you got like serious asthma.
Now this is just 99% has already pre-existing issues. Now here's the problem. It's a respiratory issue, right? We all know that. But what you don't realize is how many people have HIV? How many people has hepatitis? How many people just has weak lung system? How many people can't? And what happens is with this virus, your lungs get filled up with fluid and you pretty much drown. Okay, we know that.
Okay.
A healthy person who has that feeling of their lungs filling up, they can cough that up.
See, I got asthma too, so it would be good if I get it.
Right, and for you, it would be that fluid build up, and it would be overwhelming because not only is the fluid building up and you can't cough it out, but it's also restricting the airflow because of the bronchial tubes are being filled up with the fluid. So it's a double whammy for somebody who has asthma. So
right. So I'm at risk.
You're definitely at risk.
And I probably shouldn't be eating like this. I mean, why are we eating wings? Why are we eating celery and French fries?
Because one is good. Go buy some because you got to help the small business or business out. And 3 is this is our diet that we've always been with.
This is a man's diet right here.
Anyway,
what can people do to avoid
depression
and mental health problems from from the loss of their job and being at home so much.
Right.
Can people do anything to help them feel happier?
Sure.
It's bad enough. It's like still winter, still cold. This is the worst season for depression, anxiety. What can people do right now to avoid a downfall of suicidal thoughts?
Which is unfortunately when I say we, I mean the therapy community is starting that process of counseling through that process of depression to the point of suicide. What they need to do is, one, open up your shades. I know you hate your neighbor.
I say that all the time.
I know you hate your neighbor.
Let the light come in.
Put some damn clothes on. Mm-hmm. If the sun is shining, open up the shades and just sit in front of a window that the sun is coming out. You'll get your D and the B's and all of that, and you'll feel 100% better just off of that. Two, open up the damn doors and windows. The weather is nice. Let the fresh air flow through. Okay? Now, 3, get you and your bad babies and then get in the car.
Right? Take them to the park.
Get them in the car and then take it to a park and then let them go. Now, if they get lost, that's on them. When they get hungry, they'll come back home. But you have to let them go, and then you have to let you go. Meaning, call some of your friends and say, hey, this is where we're gonna meet. There's only 4 of us, 5, 6 kids. Fine, let them go. That eliminates the number system. And then just go out and then have fun. If nothing else, get in the car or on the bus. You can't get on the bus. Get in the car and then just drive.
Just drive.
Just drive. Go to the lake and just drive. Roll your window, just drive. Now, if you don't want to take none of these options, then don't cry. Stop crying. Stop complaining. Right? This you're at a point right now, and I hate to say this, but this is where we're at. Our mentality has to switch and change from government taking care of me, blah, 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 right? A job taking care of me to the strongest is going to survive and the weak is going to fall.
Yeah.
And this is that old school caveman mentality. If you do not be proactive to this position and handle your business, then I'm sorry to say,
you might not make it.
You're not going to make it mentally. You're going to snap. And then your kids, if you're at home with the kids, they're going to snap. And the whole family's going to snap. And everybody's going to look at you like, why are you snapping? Just take your ass outside. Go outside.
Yeah. Definitely, you guys. He is right on so many levels.
Now, let me continue because we got so many layers to go to this.
Okay.
Let's talk about business.
Okay.
What is that? 85-90% of the nation hates their job. You heard about something like that, right?
That makes sense to me.
Okay.
People do not like having to go to work unless they own their own business.
And that's my point. Why are you not taking this time off? And even if you don't have a job that you're working, take this time off and research what your passion is.
Yeah, learn. This is a good time to learn something new.
Learn some. If you're working,
the government. You see the loans they're giving out to these small businesses.
Well, yes, a lot.
If you had a small business, the government would be giving you a loan right now.
Yes, and the government also passed a bill. The House, I think, passed a bill that if you get you file taxes and you're 18 and 19, that you can get a stipend check or whatever they call that thing. So you got the government is trying to do what they can do, but you need to take this opportunity. And you need to look at your computer instead of looking at social media all the time.
Right.
Now look at it now because go buy this. This is actually good.
This Wingstop is fire, y'all.
This is nice.
Y'all, I use DoorDash. To
DoorDash, yes.
For the first time, I used DoorDash. It's like free delivery. They didn't charge for delivery.
Right.
So if y'all don't want to go out, use the apps DoorDash. They got so many. Grubhub, Uber Eats, and get your food in. Get this Wingstop.
Right.
Because this Wingstop is fire right now.
Right. So my point is, use this time to self-enrich what your passion is. If you don't understand business, take the time and use your internet as far as learning how to start a business, what business is, what your product or your service is. Do some research as far as competitiveness and try to dominate your industry, right? All of this time. Oh my gosh.
It's a good time.
This is an awesome time to strengthen your mind. And then again, this takes away from the depression and stresses of what's going on because you're using your mind to enrich yourself and growing. Now, once you get all of that within, let's say, 5 hours a day, then get outside and go walk. Walk around the block with the mask on.
He's right.
Or something. Look.
Get your animals out. Get them some exercise.
Call your mama up. Make sure she's okay. Your daddy. If you don't like him, say that I love him because he might not be here.
Right. But now is not the time to hold grudges.
Man, please. Right now.
Can't hold no grudges right now, you guys.
No.
Drop the grudges. Everybody need to come together right now.
Yeah. Because, me personally, I hate counseling people who go to funerals and because their relatives died. And I'm like, why didn't you tell them you loved them when they were alive?
You guys, I'm sorry I'm being greedy right now, but
that's all right. This is good.
This food is popping.
Yeah, anybody who know me on my side know I don't eat this, but this is good.
Well, sometimes you gotta cheat. So
just there's no reason why we can't learn. If only thing you got is a phone and it's a smartphone, there's no reason why you can't learn.
So now's a good time to really learn that business you've been wanting to start for the last 5 years, right?
Yeah. And even if you don't want to start a business, now is to take some classes, some free classes about leadership and then print that out. And then when you do go back to work, go to your boss and say, hey, dude, I got this leadership certificate. I want a new position, more responsibility. And guess what? I want some more money, too.
So now's the time to even build leverage for more money at work.
See? There you go.
By learning something new or taking on a new course or certification.
Right.
Don't waste this time, you guys. Like,
my God.
Especially teachers and things that aren't in school right now. This is your time to finally put effort and time into your dream job or your business.
Or another business that when school starts, you'll already establish the foundation of at least the paperwork, the documentation side of it, and a starting point of a part-time position once you do go back to work, that who knows that if it's going to grow into something major in a year or two.
Man, I'm over here getting all messed up.
Well, that's all right. That's
where the bibs at?
You're wearing it.
Where is the bibs at, y'all?
The bib can be washed in a wash and dryer.
So yeah, I agree. Like people, you guys should be definitely thinking about taking this time to be constructive.
Yeah.
Especially if you're off work and you're not even working. Like use this time to learn a new job or take advantage of this situation and start a business now. Running errands for people. Like this is a good time to start your own little errand running business. Get people supplies they need or go around, see the elderly needs anything that you can go get for them. Like you can have a little Uber type business, just like running errands and helping people out.
See, and that's the thing, guys. This shows not just me as a psychiatrist, but this shows me as a human being how lazy people are and how dependent they are in a system that can't help them. The government is very limited in how they can help you. And if your only way is to depend on the government, I'm here to tell you, in times like this should give you the evidence to show you that they can only do what they can do. They're not here to help you survive. They're here to protect you against outside interest, but to survive, it's up to you. And if you're satisfied with just living check by check, or you're satisfying your kids going to a school that's unhealthy, if you're not participating in the helping and growing that system, you have no reason to complain. Well, now, that's just me as a man talking. I ain't saying that as a doctor. That's just my personal opinion. I hate people who complain and then you realize they ain't done nothing.
Well, even as a doctor, don't you have a winery business?
Yes, right. So I have a winery business. I do investing in the stock market. I have a healthcare business. The way I think is this. What happens if everything shuts down? If the government shuts down, if we get into a recession/depression, what survives? Wine. Everybody drinks alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
We're out of work and we're
still drinking.
Toilet paper. Right?
People laughed about toilet paper putting stock in toilet paper, and now you're going to wish you had your stock in toilet paper.
Look, right? And even if you did, and this would be a perfect time to get into the stock market, it's almost damn near crashed, or at least got back to the starting point.
The shares are cheap.
Very cheap in comparison.
Gas is down.
Gas is really... Really?
What, 99 cents from
Man, that tells me fill up and go out.
Yep. Don't stay at home.
No. And this is where we're back at. We're back at the caveman timeline. Either you're going to sit in a cave and you're just going to wilter away, or you're going to get that cave mentality and go out and go hunting. Meaning go out to the internet and start enriching.
Yep.
Because you're not just enriching yourself, you're enriching your family, right? We never think we're doing it because of us. We're doing it because of outside interests also.
Right.
So you go hunt, make more money, start a new business, go out, take care of your body, go exercise.
We have to at this point we gotta exercise.
Look, if you don't exercise, the timeline that the government is giving you before you start to go to work, you're going to gain, if you haven't already, 5 pounds, but you're going to gain between 15 and 20 pounds. The problem with 15 and 20 pounds is it's all internal, meaning the fat is stored up in your body. So your stomach is gaining, your getting a little fat, but it's also storing up in your heart, your liver. And you're going to get high blood pressure because your heart can't handle the stresses of you not running, walking, right? And then all of a sudden you want to get up and go to work, and then that stresses on your heart, your liver, and your kidneys. That's diabetes. No, not kidneys, but liver. That's diabetes too.
Yep.
Your pancreas, because all you're eating is we're not doing sugar, but all you're eating is sugar, right? That's pancreas. That's part type 1 diabetes. So you're just killing yourself, honestly. You're just literally committing suicide.
You are living to die.
Yeah. If you're not doing something active with your mind.
Especially at a time like this where you have the shelter in place. You can't just sit there and eat all day long.
No. Shelter in place.
We should probably throw this food away.
No, you throw this. I'm eating this because I don't know what tomorrow might bring.
I'm saying, why are we eating this knowing that we just said we shouldn't be sitting home eating?
Because if you look on my page, I just got done doing 5.8 miles with a 65-pound rucksack on my back. I'm hungry. And here's the thing. When in Rome, do what Rome do, right?
Yep, and what did I say earlier? 1 Corona a day, you guys, will keep Corona away. And this is a doctor who says this. Okay, so remember, if y'all scared of Corona, get a Corona. It's going to take care of all them issues.
Right. And here's the thing. The virus is deadly, and the virus needs to be respected. But at the end of the day, the virus is going to do what the virus does.
It's going to run its course.
It's going to run its course, and it's going to do its due.
And they say it might be seasonal.
It is maybe seasonal. Common cold is seasonal. But the point is this. What's really going to kill you is not the virus. It's you not utilizing your mind. It's you not utilizing your body. You're pretty much in a grave site in a casket, and you're just buried if you don't do something and go somewhere.
So, just do something with yourself, even in lockdown mode.
Look, I went this morning, 7:30 in the morning, and I just Googled where's the state park or where's a park around me that I can drive to. I decided to get in the car, go to a certain state park. I thought it was closed, but the gates were open. I went up to the gate. The sign on the thing said free. And I was happy.
Aren't they all free right now?
All state parks, county parks are free.
Because they are encouraging for people to get out the house.
They are encouraging to get out the house and go to a park. Not the beach. Because the beach is like this little tray right here. All y'all in one little tray and you're spreading it around. We don't want to do that. We want to get in the park where everyone has their lane.
I think a lot of people during spring break that went to Miami Beach got the virus.
Most of them did.
Because it was so saturated.
Yeah, it did.
It spread pretty bad.
Yeah.
So
don't go to a beach. If you go to the beach, just drive by it. Don't stop.
Yeah, just drive, wave, be like, beach, I'll see you soon.
See you soon.
You know what I'm saying? We will be back in full effect.
But for right now, go to a park.
Yep.
Walk the Ice Age Trail parks. They're free, and they're from state to all the way through the whole state. You can go to the state parks. You can go to county. There's so many places that these people can go.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to sit in the house and eat. You can take the kids outside, walk the dog.
Yeah. There's so much you can do.
For your own mental health and well-being, get out of the house, you guys.
Yeah, there's so much you can do.
You guys, I want to play a quick clip for you guys on a video with Dr. Oz.
So let me set it up. So what I was doing is researching the virus itself. Where did it come from? Everybody said it was from China. Look, I don't know if it is or isn't from China. All we know, China was the place where the guy was. It doesn't make a difference if he started there. The virus has an incubation period of 14 days. That guy could have went anywhere in the world in 14 days and got it from someone else and somewhere else. So let's not blame China for nothing, okay? The point is, China and other doctors, reputable doctors, they went and did the research in the science biology side of it.
Okay.
And they found this medicine that actually cures the virus, like the MARS virus, M-A-R-C or something like that.
That sounds about right.
The Middle Eastern, and then the SARS. So the SARS, the MARS, and this virus now, coronavirus, they're all the same strain. It's just mutated differently. So they went back to the first two viruses, found out what worked back then, and they started using it. And right now, China they have a high, the number is high in how many has it, but their death rate is dropping.
In China.
So
China's doing way
China
better.
is already done. They got it. It's under control. Done.
Since this medication hit the scene.
Since the medication hit the scene and they forced it out, the medicine, the government forced it out to the people. The problem with our government is they know about what China's doing. They know what everyone else is doing. But the government and the pharmaceutical people are giving you kickback because of financial crap. But Dr. Oz came out publicly on his show, and he's doing it from the doctor research and from the patient research, and he did it on the show that we're going to show you right now.
Okay. Check it out, you guys. Let me play this video for you. This is the medicine they've been using to help fight this thing. So here you go.
Dr. Oz spoke to COVID-19 patients on a show yesterday that are being treated with these drugs. And on a show today, here's what the patient said, but he also was speaking to doctors all around the country that are using this, off-label, compassionate care option while the trials are going on. Listen to what the patients had to say.
So they got in touch with an infectious disease doctor who, at that point, after hearing my story, agreed to issue the drug. About 30 minutes later, they gave it to me. That was 6:30 on Friday night. And by 4:45 in the morning, I woke up with no fever, no symptoms, and I felt great since.
And is she doing okay on the medication? Otherwise, do you think it affected her course?
I'm pretty convinced it's going to have a very substantial effect on her course. So she just finished 3 days in the hospital. She's actually being discharged home as we speak.
My condition improved by the next day. That my cough was improved, my shortness of breath was better, and my fever went away.
All right, joining us now is Dr. Oz. Dr. Oz, what I love about you is I watched your show for years, and one of the top syndicated shows in all of television, And it's so obvious how much you love caring for people. This is your life's calling, what you do. And you're smart, you're not reckless. You've interviewed the patients, you're interviewing doctors, you're talking to everybody. We've known about this drug for, since 1945.
Is that it?
Yep.
All right, so if you go to my page, I'll make sure I have or just go to my page and message me, and I'll give you the link. Plus, there's a couple of other doctors that I did a research on that explains how the medicine works within the body. But all it really is the medicine that if you was to go overseas and say, I'm going to the jungle and I'm scared that this location has malaria, the doctors will write you a prescription for this drug for malaria. But this drug is the same drug that works on this virus, the Mars virus, and the SARS virus.
What about Ebola virus?
No, nothing helps Ebola. If you get Ebola, you would already be. Do you notice when Ebola came out, they didn't even tell nobody to go home. They just like, if you sick, come to the hospital because that's where you're going to die. Mm-hmm. Just come to the hospital.
Ebola was no joke.
No. Now that was scary. Now, then if that came out, we'd be talking totally different right now. I wouldn't be talking to you.
If that came out, I have a bag right here.
We'll be
separating you.
Skyping or
we'll be in a bubble right
now. So my point is, so doctors know this. The FDAC approved for the doctors to give it to the patients. Now, I really want you to be mindful. If you have elderly or young kids, go to a doctor and then ask for this medicine. Now, I don't know what the medicine right offhand is. I gotta give it to you off of my my messenger. But message me, and I promise I will send you all the information. Do your own research, but forget the research. We did the research. Go to your doctor with this medicine and say, I need this right now for me and my family. The doctor, you have to come from a doctor's prescription, but it not just takes care of the virus if you have it, it also protects you from getting it. So that's the key with this medicine. It doesn't stop you if you have it, it gets rid of it quickly. But if you have it, fine. But if you don't have it, it stops you from getting it. And that's the beauty about this medicine. And this is why China has got it under control.
And now, I think right now we're worse off than Italy. Italy had it bad at
now.
Last week.
Let me explain Italy's situation. Why Italy was so bad. Italy is a town where they're very high in their STDs. So their HIV is very, very high. So when this virus came out, a lot of people got sick so fast, and a lot of people started dying
because the immune systems are weak.
Because the immune system
due
is
to
already
HIV.
Correct. And so this is why places like Italy. So do not confuse United States or any other country to like somebody like Italy or anywhere else. They have listen, 99% of the people who die because of the virus had pre-existing issues.
Okay. 99%.
99%.
Wow.
Okay. Anyway, so we talked about getting out the house. That helps you in your mental state.
Yep.
We talked about open up your shades. We talked about
letting the light in.
Getting on your computer and your phones or smart thing and start researching, doing self-enrichment.
Well, researching, especially like starting a business.
Learning how to do more leadership. You'll learn to be more proficient with your own jobs, right? Mm-hmm. If you are working, go back to a system of work. Get up, go shower, go get dressed, go to your desk, work. And then from that position, get off of work, stop working, and then go take care of your life. Because if you don't, you're going to get shocked. Your system is going to get shocked when you do go back to work. Mm-hmm. And then every day, find something to do, go somewhere and have fun. Take this time and have fun, but take care of responsibilities. Like, make sure you have enough food.
Yep. And everybody most likely do.
Look,
right
if
now.
you run out of tissue, being in the military, go get you some leaves and call it a day. Get in the shower and shower your behind off. But food is more important than tissue, everyone.
I don't know how else to say it. I don't know why toilet paper is a big thing right now.
I don't know.
There's so many other things people should be wanting to get.
Yeah, well, like I said, I did a show and I talked about how most of those people are
Doomsdayers,
mentally unstable.
and they panic.
And they panic. And then some people look at these people panicking because they have mental unstableness. And then they look at these people panicking and they're going to follow behind them. And like, it's like the sheep following the sheep.
It's like I was scared to tell people when I went to a gas station and saw good gas. I'm like, wait a minute. If I tell somebody, they going to do the same thing they did with the toilet paper. They say, we ain't have no gas. So everybody going to run out and panic.
It's the sheep following the sheep. So, look, guys, break away from that. Anyway, any questions?
If you guys got any questions, we coming up on an hour soon, so we're gonna wrap this up soon.
Because
but if you guys, the food is running low, you guys, and we can't shoot if we ain't eating. The beer is about to go too, so.
Oh, it really is about to go.
If you guys got questions, please leave a comment in the comment section so that we can address those questions.
Sure.
If you guys are liking the video, go ahead and hit that like button, love button, wow button. Share this video with anybody that you guys think would appreciate this video as well. So yeah, you guys hit us with a question if you got it. I'm looking out for questions right now. So let us know what you have a question about. In the meantime, anything else we could let everybody know about what they can do while we had a shelter-in-place order to keep their mental health. How about board games? Like, ain't this a good time to play family games?
No.
Why not?
Because you're inside the house.
Yeah.
I mean,
but most people ain't gonna leave the house. If they just ain't gonna leave, they ain't gonna leave.
So
for the people that don't want to leave the house, wouldn't it be okay to get some board games out and do some Monopoly with the family?
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying it's like your cereal. You can how many days in a row are you going to eat your favorite cereal before you get tired of it?
Right.
We got a long ways to go, guys. We only been in this a week.
It feels like so much longer than that.
We got into the end of next month.
Karen Simpson said, "How are the wings? I should have stayed." What's up, Karen? I was surprised to see Karen delivered the DoorDash to us. Yep. But appreciate you hooking us up with that. Karen was on one of our episodes just about last week or 2 weeks ago about coronavirus. So appreciate that delivery, Karen. Thank you for that. So yeah, I mean, I feel like if some people just don't want to get out the house, at least do some stuff with the family.
But and the people who don't get out the house, in context, think about it. Before the virus, like a week ago, before we got told to stay in the house, majority of the people who stayed in the house were already in the house anyway. Those people are fine. We're not telling them to get out the house because they don't get out the house any damn way.
Right. They're gonna always be in the house, regardless of what's going on.
When that ordinance came out and said stay in the house, they were like, I'm already in the house. Okay? No big problem. Yep. It's for the rest of us, like the 80% of us who are not typically in the house 24/7, who go to work, go out, socialize outside the house. 80% of us are going crazy right now. So we're talking about you guys. And you guys need to get a system like as if you were working. Get up, get ready, do something, enrich yourself, learn something, get off of that position, and then go out and outside the house. Get out the house. And the parks are open. The sidewalks are open. I hate to say it, but there's no reason for us to stay in the house 24/7. Now, after you got out the house for a couple hours, and all it is you just do a couple hours, right? But after you go out the house, come back in, then get the board game out and hang out with the family.
Raymond Morales, he said, I'm loving my end of next month. Pray people get better, though.
Okay.
What does that mean exactly? I'm loving my end of next month. Pray.
I guess he's happy that he's off work.
Okay.
I guess he's doing all right.
Well, that's what's up. Raymond, I'm glad that you doing okay.
All right.
And you loving it. Okay. I feel you.
So, other than that, the state of mind of the person, if they just go back to a certain routine, get out the house for a couple hours and then come back in or go
switch
driving.
up the routine.
Yeah, or not switch it up, but just go back to it. Like, for example, what time you get off work? About 4:30, 5 o'clock?
That's typical time.
Okay. So when you're in the house and you're just chilling and you do nothing, and you do this little bit of research, you clean in the house, 4:30, 5 o'clock, guess what? Get in your car and go drive around. Just go around, just go drive. Come back, park your car. That's it. You're right back in the routine. Yeah, just get out the house. Right. Now, your kids, you need to take them somewhere. I'm sorry. Those are the kids are gonna drive people crazy. Kids are driving people crazy, not the staying at home. So, and then financially, look, a lot of you guys, if you have a small business, I know you're not making no money. You need to figure out plan B and plan C and plan D for how to better next time this thing happens or something like this happens.
And they might want to start applying for that government
Apply for the government business loan. Start applying for that. Get ready. Look online for some new employees. If you don't like your old employees, this is a perfect time. They already laid off. Don't hire them back.
Yep.
Start looking for some new employees.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, look at Amazon and everybody. They're all hiring.
Yeah, so right now might be a good time to look at your staff and see if it's the best fit for you.
And if you do like your staff, for example, I'm going to email, I email my staff and said, I want you to watch this enrichment video, this motivation video, this education video. I want you to watch this, and then let's talk about it when we get done. I'm always training my staff to get to a better place in their own personal life.
Okay.
And so even if you own a small business, you got a couple of guys, send them some new product ideas, send them some new way of doing things. So, and then put it together, Skype each other, Zoom each other, and then have meetings about how we're going to come back strong, how we're going to come back and do this and that and the other.
He's right. So, you guys, on that note, I think it's time to wrap this up. But I appreciate you guys watching. Jody Breeze could not be with us today. She has some other business to take care of. So we did miss her in this video. She should definitely be back for the next video, you guys. So make sure you stay tuned for that. You guys don't forget to like us on our Raw Topic page and join the Raw Topic Live group, you guys, on Facebook. Then swing over to YouTube and subscribe to us on YouTube as well.
Absolutely.
Like this video, you guys, and stay tuned. And remember, you guys, if you can't come real,
at least come raw.
Raw Topic. Peace. Okay, we out.
Cool.